86. Depending on who you ask, these two numbers can mean a lot of things. In Chinese numerology, it roughly translates to wealth and smooth progress in life. And to other numerologists, 86 means personal freedom and curiosity, yet with a generous dose of realism and balance. Apparently, people who believe in these numbers tend to have an adventurous outlook of life. However, in the world of Toyota, the definition isn't that far off.
Hello, you join me here at Vision here in Sunway. Now, if you know Sunway, this is the aftermarket car place of Malaysia, and if you're a Vision, they have called me up and offered me to drive one of their cars. And will you look at that? What car did they decide to give me? It's this Toyota 86, and I'm pretty sure you've seen this 86 before on track, and this is no ordinary 86.
My fair share of enjoying an 86 as well as annoying some 86 owners. As much as I wanted to enjoy the old car, I never understood the hype beyond the manga until I was forced to drive a properly built AE86. When I told the guys at Vision that I've never driven the current gen, they told me that they've built something rather special and wanted me to give it a go before I make up my mind on the 86.
I'm pretty sure you can tell that this is no ordinary GT86, and yes, it is no ordinary GT86, because what you're seeing here, and let me just play you that sound again. This is a turbocharged GT86. Now this GT86 has almost every single thing in the HKS catalogue, and if you know your HKS parts, especially for the GT86, that's a huge catalogue. So let's start with the engine. Now the engine, first of all, it's a 2.1 litre. This is not the ordinary FA20, not the 2 litre, but this has been stroked out to 2.1. And apart from that, it also has the HKS Pro GT3 Turbo. This combined with the stroker kit, this has around 420 horsepower on wheel, and this is not 4-wheel drive, remember? So this is rear wheel. Now it's quite a handful to drive on roads like this, but oh, ain't it so fun? The sound that you keep on hearing, especially this one, that is an SQV, HKS SQV, but this is a racing SQV. On an NA car, especially when you compare it to the stock 86, that is more than double what the 86 actually offers. And that's from a turbo. It's insane. Well, it's not just from the turbo. Well, when you put aftermarket mods on it, especially when you open the bonnet, you can see that there's a big, lovely red intake right there. So that's one of them. And then this car currently runs on VP power coolant. So I think that helps with cooling the car down as well. Apart from that, we got some fuel injector clinic 600cc injectors. It also has a block throttle body, but that's only on the engine. There's nothing much on the transmission. The clutch has been changed, and it currently uses an ORC twin plate clutch.
When Vision built this car with all the HKS goodies, their main objective was to make sure that it was fast, powerful, fun, and most importantly, livable to drive it daily. And truth be told, after driving it just a bit, I realized that power wasn't really everything.
So this car doesn't feel like it's going to throw you out of your lane. It's quite stable, but that's all thanks to the suspension. So this car has HKS Hypermax suspension. The wheels are currently on Race 57 Extreme Gram lights. These are 18 inches, but the best part about all this is driving on roads like this with the amount of power, you need a lot of brakes. So this car has a set of endless chibi. So those are the 6 spots at the front, and 4 ports at the rear. Now, I don't think I've ever seen another 86 anywhere else in Malaysia that's like this, and which is pretty cool because it really shows that this car is really capable. And speaking of capable, the car is capable of doing 2 minutes 30 seconds in Sepang. An 86 doing 2 minutes 30 seconds, that's insane. So this car has a full kit for the Cusco chassis bar, so all the anti-roll bars and everything, those are all Cusco. And apart from that, it also has an N1 front lower control arm. Well, speaking of Cusco, there is also a two-way LSD. And yeah, considering it's something that the driver daily drives back then up Lintik, he really made the whole interior feel special. Well, at least for him, because it's not that fancy, but it's a nice place to be in. So I'm currently sitting on a full bucket seat. These are Brits, if I'm not mistaken. And the one on the passenger side, those are TRD seats as well. It's just that those are semi-buckets instead. And well, yeah, that's the whole point of this thing, because you as a driver, you would want something that's sticky, you want something that will hold you in place. And well, the passenger is not going to be there all the time, so you don't really need a full bucket seat. The steering itself is carbon fiber, but not fully, it's partially. I love the fact that the GT86, well, at least for this steering, it has a flat bottom, so it feels really nice. And I love the fact that when you're looking straight ahead, you can see everything that you need to see. So yeah, most people don't need gauges, but yeah, cars like this, they do. So right in front of me, we have a Defi Sports Display F, so I can see everything from the oil temp, the oil pressure, and everything that you need to see. So you get your rev counter as well as the speed. Driving this kind of cars, it's not that fast. You're not going that fast, but you do get the boost. You do feel your adrenaline kicking in. Your whole body is bringing you back into the seat. And that's the whole thing about this car. It's a good driver's car. It feels like a proper sports car. And to be honest, after driving this for quite a while, I am really tempted to get an 86. And I don't even think about like wanting turbochargers or anything, but I think a GT86 is a pleasant car to drive. It's really fun.
Regardless whether it's the old or new, the 86 name really struck true to its roots. It's really about enjoying the chassis and its capability of being a fun, characterful sports car. But driving a properly built GT86 like the one Vision offered me, it gave me an epiphany.
So yeah, I think let's just call it a day because I've had so much fun with this 86. You know what? Let's just talk about the exterior a little bit. You know, this is a carbon fiber tail lamp from Intech. That's a carbon craft trunk. That is a Pro Composite wing. The whole car is actually a TRD kit, except for the hood. This is a Varis hood right here. This is never meant to be a turbocharged car. Toyota and Subaru wanted to make those kind of things, but they've made it into an NA so that these tuners can develop their own superchargers, their own turbochargers. And considering how much time and effort brands like HKS has put into these kind of things, all the R&D that has been done, I think spending that lot of money is something that one might consider to be, a bit extreme or, redundant for your daily usage. But then again, these cars are very capable. I love driving this thing. I really enjoyed driving this thing the whole morning. To the fact that, whenever we stopped shooting just now, I was going through Facebook looking for the cheapest manual 86 around. But yeah, I don't think I can ever get something like this again. This whole package is just lovely, the handling mods, the setup, the engine, the power, it's just lovely. And you know what, I really gotta thank our partners at Vision Autosports for lending us the car for the day. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go Facebook Marketplace again.